Hey, how's it going, guys? Since last time, I've been mostly doing some updates to my base, a little bit of building, a little bit of fuel rebalancing within my base, and also some lag updates in order to reduce the amount of lag that I'm generating with some of my machines. Primarily, I did an update to my shredder here because this guy was rapidly ticking and it was causing quite a bit of lag because he only has one slot and it was kind of going on and off really quickly, filling items into the slot, draining items out of here. And it was running like every time an individual dust would come through the system. So what I've done here is I set up a threshold. So now whenever there's 100 items in this barrel, meaning 100 purified, or rather refined dusts that get put into this barrel, it will allow the hopper underneath to dump everything into the shredder, and then it won't turn the hopper off until the barrel is completely empty. So it'll try to drain all 100 of those items and make sure the barrel is completely empty before it allows the shredder to turn off. That way it doesn't rapidly turn it on and off and cause chunk redraws, because that's once again where a lot of my lag was coming from. I also put a repeater here just to prevent the engine from ticking on and off too quickly, because that also causes some lag. But I do want to do more updates to my ore processing system because there's a lot of individual machines in here, a lot of spaghetti piping also. But because there's so many individual machines, each one, whenever it turns on and off, and also whenever it turns on and off its engine, that also causes a chunk redraw. So the area that they're in, like 16 by 16 by 16 blocks, it will redraw all of that every time something ticks. So that means all of these get redrawn whenever one machine turns on and off, which is not really great, especially because I'm on a laptop right now. So I definitely need to make some updates. Also for aesthetic purposes, I think it would be better. So what I want to do is push this out a couple chunks. So I'll dig this way for a while and then put each step of the ore processing into its own chunk, if I can afford it. More so just in terms of like effort that I want to put in. But yeah, so I'll have like the crushers in one chunk, and then I'll have the centrifuges in another chunk, and then, so on and so forth. That way, each step only redraws the stuff in its chunk. And also what I'm going to do is switch to multi-blocks, kind of like the large shredder. So I only need one machine to turn on and off per chunk, and that should hopefully reduce the lag from that. So I'll do a little bit of that in this episode. I will still do it in this chunk, but I will replace the centrifuges here with a large centrifuge. And then these guys, I'm going to switch over to dryers, because right now I'm just centrifuging sluice juice. And that is kind of like an early game method of dealing with it. And it only gives you stone, copper, tin, chromium, antimony, and zinc. But what you can do instead, once you're a little more established, which I think I'm well past that point, is to use a dryer, and you can dry it into sluice sand. And then you can magnetically separate that sluice sand, and you can get stone, kind of useless again, but you can get iron, neodymium, manganese, cobalt, and nickel, which are much more useful to me at this point in the game. I already have an infinite source of all the other materials, so they're not really doing anything for me at this point, and the other materials from sluice sand would actually benefit me a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to rip this down, and that's going to definitely help me because it'll take out 8 different machines and also a lot of piping and all that. So hopefully should reduce my lag a little bit. But another thing that I did in the meantime was I kind of reconfigured some of my fuel usages, because I was actually draining petrol, which this burning box right here was using. And because I had like, only 1 or 2 entering the system and it would go immediately to here, and this guy would keep trying to run, he was ticking rapidly. And that means this machine was also ticking rapidly, and the igniter was also ticking rapidly. So this was actually causing a lot of my frame rate problems. It was just redrawing this entire area very quickly, and yeah, it was causing a lot of frame rate lag. So I think I've rectified that a little bit by just switching off of petrol in a couple places. One of those places was my, what is it called? I forgot what this thing is called, the silicon boule facility that I made. So I switched these guys to use gas burning boxes, and I'm powering them with propane. So what I did is I hooked up a peer-to-peer tunnel to my propane line, and then I just hooked these up normally as you would with a gas burning box on any other machine. So there's an automatic machine switch, an activity detector, and it controls the igniters and everything like that. So these guys, yeah, are now running on gas, which means they're a little more lag friendly because there's no piston to turn them on and off. Also, once again, more friendly on my petrol usage, which is for other processes. And then also, this guy is running on electricity instead of petrol. So, he's basically free. He's just running on a single germanium solar panel, which is plenty for my usage here because I'm really not using much silicon. And this system will turn off once I hit 1,000 crystalline silicon plates. I thought that was a pretty reasonable shutoff point, and I'm nearly there. I have a little bit more to go. But yeah, because this guy is now running on heat from the solar panel rather than petrol, once again, more friendly on my petrol system. This guy just runs continuously. He doesn't have to switch on and off a burning box to update update the tile entity and also update the animation on that. So I think it's a little more lag friendly. It's a little cleaner. There's less pipes. So overall, much better. I also switched the floor with basalt instead of glass because I do have a culling mod in here, which culls the textures behind whatever you're looking at, as long as there's an opaque block. So yeah, my glass usage is a little excessive because I have so many solar panels and everything. So I'll have to cut down on that a little bit, I think, just to reduce lag. But hopefully spreading things out will be a little bit better for that. But yeah, other than that, not too much. I don't think I've done, maybe just a little bit of configuring here and there. But what I want to do is, once again, make the large centrifuge that I was talking about. I will set up the dryers downstairs, or rather just one dryer. And I'll replicate this system for the centrifuge. So we'll have to tear this down a little bit and kind of fit him in here. But eventually I will put it in its own chunks, like I said. But I also need to make a new wrench because the wrench I had in my my normal crafting table, the GregTech one, it's actually almost broken, which is pretty impressive. It's pretty hard to break these things, even though it's an LV1, and it's only galvanized steel. But yeah, I've worn it down finally after many hundreds of hours. So this guy's going to go into retirement soon. You can see it only has 83 or 8,300 durability. So he's going to go and break soon. So what I'll do is I'll put this titanium gold one in here, and that'll be our crafting wrench. And I think I'll just go straight to the best possible wrench that you can make, which is Trinaquadalloy. This is the most, or rather highest durability material, I think, that you can make in GregTech. If we look at it here, I think I talked about this in a previous episode, but just in case I didn't, this has a quality of 5, a speed of 14, and a durability of 20,480, which even beats Vibramantium, which is a material that you can only get from fusion reactor running. The speed is a little bit better on Vibramantium. I'm saying little bit in quotation marks there. And the quality is better, but there's no quality above 5, I don't think. So that quality of 15 really doesn't mean anything. And obviously our durability is many times this one. So yeah, I think Trinaquadalloy is the way to go for us. Also, I just can't make Vibramantium right now, so might as well just go straight to that guy. And I can afford it, I think. All it is carbon, naquita, and trinium. So I just have to replicate some trinium in my matter replicator system. Let me sleep again real quick. So yeah, I'll make that wrench. I'll make it HV so it's even more durable. Because I think HV tools only have like a 1 in 9 chance of getting their durability taken away. I think it's something like that. It might be even less. So yeah, that durability will basically never expire. It would be almost impossible to break this thing, but yeah, that's just the way to go for me, I think. But yeah, let's start with building the large centrifuge here. I've already got a lot of things set up for different systems I want to work with. So here's a diesel engine. We need a redstone machine switch, activity detector. We'll get the centrifuge parts, and we'll get some red alloy wire. And so we need an RS latch as well. And what else do we need? We're going to need itemometer sensors, and a barrel would be helpful. I taught my system how to make barrels, so we're good there. We'll get that guy. All right. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting sneak over here. I'm going to have to see how I have this all hooked up because it's very specific. I think what I'm just going to do is disconnect this pipe. Or actually, no, it's not just this one, it's this one as well. I think that's how I'll do it. And I'll just be able to stick the centrifuge right next to this guy. Let me get rid of these item pipes. So all these are empty. Yes. Okay. Let's get rid of these diesel engines here. And then we'll take off the covers. And I'll have to make a new universal spade soon, actually. So I'll make it out of Trinaquadalloy as well. I just wanted to make that on screen because that's a very advanced material and we have not made it yet. So figured I might as well. All right, so let's get the centrifuge parts here. And I think actually I can set it up like this. There shouldn't be any issues doing it that way. Because these guys, yeah, they were pointing down into this anyway, so that's totally fine. You could input on any block from what I can remember when we made our other centrifuge. And that one I will have to update too, by the way, because that one also ticks sometimes because it doesn't quite run at max efficiency with the steam engines, but it's nearly good. Yeah, input, output at any block. You can put power on the top or the bottom, I believe, so that's not an issue. And I think this guy should be good if we magnify glass him. Yeah, so structure's already formed. We're good there. And this guy should be allowed to accept any... actually, no, hold on. We need to reconfigure this a little bit. So hold on, how is this set up? I see, okay. What we're gonna want to do is first set up the item system for this. So ideally, what I would like is to put the barrel, I'll just put it here because it makes it a little simpler for me. Put aluminum brass pipes there, hook it up like that. And then what we'll do is we'll take the reading off of this side and this side, and you will have to just be closed for a second. And we're gonna want these guys to be set to less than and greater than. So if this guy is greater than 0, actually, hold on, I think equals 0 is what we want on one of them. So equals 0 and then greater than 100. Oops, that's way too much. So yeah, for greater than 100, we should allow this guy to drain. And actually, hold on, this needs to be changed again because the way I have it over here is there's a hopper underneath. I suppose I could do this with an item pipe and a, what do you call that thing? A conveyor belt, but it's all right. This is more than plenty. Yeah, I think I'll have to change this so that these pipes end up going up. We'll point this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy up, and then we'll put the chest for these. Let's see, just trying to think of the easiest way to get this done. Or if I just put this here instead, and then that way I can point. Yeah, I think that should be okay. You can go that way, that way, that way, that way, get rid of this and that. And then I can just break this. Although, no, I don't think this is good either. Shoot, yeah, let me do it this way. And then I could just use ultimate item pipes to deposit the rest of the items like that. There we go. So this. Oh, you know what? I could just put these up a little bit higher, actually. Because, yeah, this should be fine. So let's put these guys up a little bit. And they will retain their filters, so no need to worry about that. And we will instead put you up higher as well. Oh, this guy will go here, and I just want to see how I need to do this. So we'll go up 1 with this, and then we'll go across like that. And then like that. And then we'll connect to here. We'll do that instead. I think that should be okay, although it's probably better to do it that way. There we go. Just so that when this guy gets deposited in, if we need to add anything to the system, we can always do so. This is going to go here. Yeah, that way it always has to go by that filter. All right, I think we're good there. And then we'll put a chest here. Or you know what? We can even put it up one more. Let me put the hopper here and then just point it up so it doesn't do anything for now. We'll put this bronze chest here, and then we will stick our filters on. And you know what? We can even put the chest back over where it was, because I think that was a pretty decent spot in terms of how it looked. I know it's a little indecisive, but I'm just trying to make the most of my materials here. I think chest here, and we'll take, if I can reach that thing, take that guy. And we will put our filters back. So this guy here, no, we'll put this one on the end because this is not quite full. We'll point that guy there. We'll make sure we put all the filters first, actually. Let's just do it that way. You point there. You point there as well. And we'll put this guy, and he will also point that way. And this is the empty one. Yep. Then we'll do the other guys because we don't want this to ever input on any other side. Point that way. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing we did before. So we'll hook up these pipes, and then we'll hook them that way. Shoot, do that. Like that, and then finally this. Okay. Now that we've reconfigured this, we can put the hopper, and then we can put our barrel. So this guy, we don't want here, and we don't want here. And we also have to make sure these all point up before we do anything. We always want those filters to be active, of course. All right. So the barrel should go here, and then we'll take the readings off of the barrel. So one itemometer should be here. So if it's less than 100, or no, we should go greater than 100, sorry. So if you're greater than 100, or if you are equal to 0, and then we will get a hopper, which I will have to get out of my system. Bronze is more than enough. Although I could use chromium, why not? Sure. I don't think it really is going to do too much more, but it has extra slots, so you can use them. So this guy, how do I have him set up? So he needs to have a redstone signal. So let me get a redstone torch. And actually, I think I had some over in my hopper. Oops. Nope. Do get some for my system. Redstone. Take some here. And we need our red alloy wire. So we will do that. This. We'll put red alloy wire like that. And what else? We need to hook him up to the RS latch. We need this to be set up so that by default he's pointing to the equals 0, so that's good. But that's the input side. Oops. So we got that. How is this set up? Hold on. The input side should be pointing to equals 0. Output side should be the other. Okay. So like this should be relatively the same, actually. So we'll go like that. Point him there. And we will, oh shoot, I hate when I do that. What is this supposed to be set to? Whenever there's space. Oh my god. There we go. On all input slots. That's by default, I think. Produce whenever there's space, except input on all. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's the same as this one. I hate that that is like a mechanic of this. It's so annoying. Makes it really annoying to like switch your wire cutter and your wrench, but that's fine. All right, we'll go up like that. Hook these guys together. So if you're equals, oops. So equal 0 is kind of our default. So whenever this guy is empty, we will, hold on. Should be reversed, right? Oh yeah, no, if it's equal 0, it shouldn't do anything. Actually, shouldn't it? I can make it a little bit easier, I think, for myself by doing it this way. Yeah, okay. And then I can just put this guy here instead. So get you. And we'll put one here. Then we'll hook these guys up. That way I just point this directly into here. Yeah. Okay. So if it's equal to 0, it will turn off the hopper, which is what's happening currently. But if it equals to 100 or more, then we will have this guy empty out the barrel. And then when it goes to 0, it'll turn back off. And we should be able to demonstrate that, I think, soon. If there's anything, yeah, this will easily allow this to happen. Also, am I crazy, or is this system not working the way I think it's supposed to be working? Are you full? This guy's full. I guess it's just shoving cassiterite in there. Whatever. And then also, is this in the chunk boundary? It is. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this should work. I just want to make sure. So this guy can go down. So you will fill the barrel. And this guy, when we allow him to connect, should deposit into the filters only. And the filters will decide what can go through. And then this system should run. I think that's good. Let's see. So if you end up filling, I think it just did it really quickly. Okay, yeah, everything's in the hopper, but it's not going into the machine. Oh, wait, what? How is this allowed to happen? Did it actually do that? Oh, I see, okay. It did, it really quickly went through, so the hopper pulled everything out, and then it started inserting stuff in the machine. But because the machine isn't hooked up to actually run, it's just clogged, so that's fine. Let's get barrel, so that's gonna retrieve our outputs. And we'll need another hopper to slide those back to the shredder. And I will need some more ultimate pipes, I think. Item pipe. I think that's it. And then I just need to hook up the diesel engine, but that will be the last thing I do. And you know what? It would be good if I could get another repeater, but I don't know if I have one in the system. Repeater. Actually, I do. Cool. And that guy set to 32 ticks. Let's see if I remember that. All right, so this guy, these auto output on the bottom. So we'll put a little barrel down there. It's our barrel. I can get into place. Nah, I don't like that. Where is my chainsaw? Here we go. This way it like instantly deposits everything and there's a buffer, and then I can use the hopper to just, you know, retrieve all the items this way. So let's hook this up this way. So we'll put a hopper down there. You will be allowed to place your items into here. This guy will go through the normal system of just going to the shredder. And then these we'll put here. I think that's good. Oh, and I need to put the diesel engine down here. That's the last part. So diesel engine of iridium. We'll put that there. And we will say you need a redstone machine switch to run. And we need an activity detector on you. And we'll say if you can run, you will output the redstone. And can I put a repeater upside down? That's an interesting idea. Of course, didn't place right. Oh, you can. That's pretty good. I think I had that other guy at 32 ticks, so that should be okay. And that guy will go there. We need wire cutter, like that. And we need to connect this down to the repeater. Okay, so you should be on, right? Am I crazy? then you'll turn off. Okay, yeah, you're good. I think this works. So connect that back. Perfect. And then we'll just need some fluid pipes. I think I brought some with me. Yes, I did. So we will pipe in some of this, which is nitro diesel. And we'll just connect it to the line that's already here. And you should now work, I think. Yep, and it cleared out everything pretty quickly, actually. And you, why are you not going now? Is it because the hopper is disabled? Probably. So we're gonna have to wait for this to refill, but I think it should work to actually drain that. And you know what? It's probably better that we don't use a chromium hopper now that I'm thinking about it, because the chromium hopper has too many slots in it and it'll just clog itself and it won't like actually register that it's draining the barrel. So let's not use that one. We'll just use a bronze one because this one only has 3 slots. And there's going to be a big cascade of items falling down in a second. Let me just deposit these and not allow you to pull. Ah, shoot. You know what? I'll just do this. Whatever, man. We'll just deal with it. Oh, okay. It went into the other slots of my inventory. I was like, where'd they all go? So you go down like that and get the last one. Put that here. Okay. I think we're good. And then we'll put the hopper down. And then this guy should drain things into here if this guy is running. He seems to be. Now he's turning on and off and he's running. Yeah, looks good. I think this is working well and this guy shouldn't turn on and off too rapidly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Even though this redstone sometimes pulses, I think the engine is more or less staying on as much as it needs to. I might even be able to cycle that up to 64 ticks potentially. I think this is turning on and off more than it has to, and I would prefer just not to update those things, but we'll see. It looks pretty good though. I think this is running way better than it used to. So yeah, less lag in terms of how much we're actually running the centrifuge, which is good. So I'm happy with that. Once again, I will move this to its own chunk eventually. So there'll be a centrifuge chunk and a shredder chunk. But for now, I think this is okay. So I'm happy with that. So let's move on to this system here, which is more of a problem. There's a lot of stuff to deal with here. Let me put this shulker box here. Get rid of these guys. Don't need those for now. I need a full inventory to be able to kind of deal with this. All right. Let's get these fluid pipes. I can even, I think, afford to move this over one chunk. Yeah. I'll just put it here for now. So what I want to do is put a dryer, solar panel, the igniter for that, and a gas burning box. And I will have to bring down my propane, although I think there is a propane line like above or somewhere around here, so it's not too big of a deal. Let me actually just dig down where that already exists. So is this propane? This is propane. Where are we currently? Like, what's the closest I can get with this? Pretty close. This is also over here. I might choose to bring this down here, maybe? Yeah. So small carbon fluid pipe, and we'll just double check that guy. Oh, that's petrol. Propane is here. Yeah. Let's bring that guy down here. So carbon fluid pipes, just bring them down. And then I will bring that over to here. Actually, no, I don't want to do it this way. I want to run this along the roof. Like this. Oops. And I will have this guy just sit in the corner like this, I think. So items in on the left or the back, items out on the right. So I think what I'll do, well, fluids in, it's on the back or the top. So I think I can put this here, or yeah, I'll put it here because, you know, the burning box and the solar panel will have to be here, and I would prefer them to be in the same chunk. So the automatic igniter needs a redstone machine switch. So you can go here. The burning box needs to have a couple of covers on it. It needs an accept and emit. You can turn one of these into the other one. So accept on the top, emit on the bottom. So if you are able to run, you will be turned on or off. And then this, I don't care. I'll just break this stupid coal. Give me this. There we go. Ah, shoot. There's already stuff here. This system I'm going to move, and I'm going to run it on solar anyway, so I can probably just get rid of it. Just move everything out of the way. I've kind of created a nest of problems for myself, really, so it's my own fault. Let me just get rid of this diesel engine entirely, and you, and you, and you. Want glass, and I also want to get rid of all this red alloy wire, because I think it's opaque if you put the torch there, which is kind of weird, but it's just Greg for you. All right. What is this? Oh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to get solar energy except for over here. So maybe I'll have to do it on the other side, like this. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think it's too big of a deal. But I don't want any rain to fall on this, so I need to go put that glass back. Let's... I can find the spot. There we go. And then let me place back this dirt that was allowing the rain to come in, potentially mobs to come in. And we'll put glass also there in the floor. Perfect. And then this guy we'll put here, and he should run. Yeah, he's running. Very good. And we'll put the igniter up. You will go here. Then the dryer. So fluids in left or back. I guess, wait. Items out, right. Fluids out, top. Okay, I guess I'll do it this way. Should be okay. Yeah, because I need fluid and items to come out, I believe. Yeah, so the sluice sand will come out, and then we'll route it over there. So this guy will go like that, and then you are not doing anything. You're slowly filling up with sluice juice. And also what we want to happen is we want this guy to have a similar system to those where it's not going to run all the time. So what we need is to set up these fluidometer sensors. So what is this going to? He is routing over. Oh, he's bypassing that line. I see. Okay. That's fine. We can hook that up a similar way with this. We're going to need another filter, which we will get eventually. But for now, let's start disassembling this system. So take these guys, take you, all of these, and take the engines away. And we'll take all of the covers off. And get all our centrifuges back. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I can always just shred them. I'll get all my materials back for them, so it's not a huge deal. Take all of them, and then finally, small bronze fluid pipes. You can get rid of them. Get this guy, and we'll just use the trash can to get rid of the distilled water that comes out of the dryer. We just double check. I think that emits on the top. Fluids out top. Yep. So we will put the garbage can here just because I don't need that distilled water. If I ever want to take it, I'll just hook it up to the regular system, but for now I don't need it. Let me just put this coal away. All right, so fluids in can go on the left. Okay, perfect. We'll just do it with carbon, and I'll paint these eventually. So you can go like this. Also, we need to bring down, oh no, shoot, I can't do it that way. I'll just do it one over. But you can come in like that. And we will connect the propane. Oh, you know what? Also, this guy needs an activity detector and an automatic machine switch. So the activity detector goes on the bottom. Perfect. And then the automatic machine switch will just go on the front and it will control that burning box underneath. So it'll automatically shut it off when it's done. And the ultimate item pipes, maybe, no, it needs pretty high throughput, I think. Oh no, actually, it doesn't need very high throughput because it needs to go to the magnets. So that will have to wait a moment. That's going to need a special bypass for the magnets, but I can just use regular pipes for those. So let's get item pipe. And we will say you can go directly to the magnets. And where are the magnets hooked up? They're hooked up here. Okay. I think what we need to do actually is use this item pipeline and turn this off just so I don't forget about it. And then we'll disable this guy, or actually we'll take him and then we'll turn this guy. I think this is fine. Then we'll go this way. Bring a pipe up like this. And we'll use the pipe bridge, the inventory bridge rather. And then we'll bring over some brass item pipes and we'll say, you output your items this way. 2, 3, and we'll need a little bit more of item pipes. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. All right, whatever. I have black bronze ones, I guess. I have lots of mismatched item pipes, let's say. I could just probably replace all these. It'll give me a little bit higher throughput. What is this throughput? It's 2 per second. It's a little better. Can't complain. All right. So you go up like this. You connect, and then we'll allow the line here to hook up. That's going to be our propane. This guy should be filling with propane. Yes, he is. And then those guys, I'm gonna need more carbon fluid pipes, but I can just use rubber in place of them if I need to. But let's take these for now. So what we need is a system to drain that drum or to turn this on and off. I'm just thinking of the best way to do this. Would it be better for me to have like a redstone machine switch on this? Or maybe just to have a pump. I think it would be better for me to have a pump. Now, do I have an extra one? Of course I don't. Okay. Let's deposit some stuff. This guy, this titanium diesel engine can go. The centrifuges can go. We'll keep this stuff. And we'll get rid of this. All right. How do we do this? This is an interesting dilemma. Let me bring this guy over here first. What are you? You're not full. You are full. Oh my god. Okay. Do this, and we're gonna need a pipe controller, and we're gonna need the pump, and also I can turn that off. So let's say, what kind of pump do we need? Like 4,000 liters per second. I think probably that's plenty. So we'll add this, and this. What do we need? Aluminum, magnetic steel. Okay. Steel rod. Aluminum. I have curved aluminum, which is Fantastic. What else do we need? You. That's all stuff I have. I don't think it's too big of a deal. Put this here. Aluminum goes here. I need anneal, or no, copper. Yeah, just copper. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 covered copper, which I taught my system how to make. That is double wire, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll do that. It's double wire. Connect this guy, double wire, and then we need aluminum rod, I believe. Yeah. Aluminum rod. Put that guy there. There is our motor. And then we need a pump, which is easy enough. Ring. Should teach my system how to make this actually, but fine. Just weld me one. Thank you. There's my rotor. I need 2 rubber rings, which I actually already have. And then 2 aluminum screws. Aluminum screw. Like this. We'll do that. Rotor, 2 rubber rings, and curved plate, I think. Yeah. Is it like this? Nope, other way around. And then screwdriver and wrench. There we go. And I need a cover controller. That. And I can make it perfect. So what we'll do is we'll have it control this guy with redstone, and we'll make sure this guy's set to do not fill vertically adjacent tanks yet. We want carbon here just to handle that throughput, and we'll say you, and where's the pump? There it is, like this, and then we will, I think we need to switch that because it's not currently on the right setting, so I think it needs to be like that. But you gotta be kidding. Okay. Oh, no, I think that's okay, actually. This is the right setting because it's pointing in towards the pipe, so it should be okay. So now we can double check that by doing this, and we should be able to see that he is not currently, yeah, it's empty. And then we'll have our little fluidometer sensors. Whoops. Like that. And we'll say if you are over a certain amount of liters. Actually, no, if you, yeah, actually. Yeah, we'll just say if you're over 99999, we'll just max this guy out. We'll allow him to run. It should still be more than enough of a buffer to kind of run this intermittently, which we want. We don't want this to run all the time, or like every time it has enough. We want it to run like when it has multiple recipes worth, just to reduce the amount of tick lag we get like from tile entities rendering and everything. And then we'll say if you are equal to 0, just like the other guy, and then we need, I didn't get another latch. I forgot to make a second one. RS latch. Start that. Looking on my other screen for a second. All right, got my latch. And we have red alloy wire, but I'm going to need a little bit more because this is not enough. Red alloy. All right. So if you're equal to 0 or if you're equal to 999, perfect. We'll put these, actually, no, I like to use basalt for this. Any basalt in here? I do. We'll just do basalt windmill tiles. And we will put them here. So actually, the output should go here like this. Press latch. But the inputs cannot be like that. Maybe it would be better if we hooked it up so that the cover controller was on the other side. So we'll do that. And then this guy should still not empty. Yeah, good. That way we can put the cover, or rather the latch on this side. Or at least we could put it here. So put that guy there. And then we can take the inputs just directly down. So output is there. I would think this needs to be reversed. Yeah. Or I could just switch these guys to say equal to 0 and 999 on the other side. That's easy. Just go. You can be reset. This. That way I don't have to click a million times. So if you are equal to 0, you could be if you are above a certain level. And we'll go up to 999 on this guy. We're going there. I should definitely use hex mode on this, but I'm just too lazy to do it right now. All right. 999, perfect. So if you are above that, we will toggle you. We should see that wire is on. This guy, wire is not on. So you can, if you're equal to 0, should be off. And we can actually test that real quick with a lamp. Oh no, I forgot to, damn it. Redstone and glowstone. Do it like that. This just helps to kind of test that the theory of the construction works. So you are here. Yep, you're off. Perfect. But if we were to connect this guy down, if I can find my wire cutter, he should be on. Perfect. So that's exactly what we want. All right, we're good to put our latch. So the latch goes here. So if you're 0, you are off by default. And then if you are on, or if you're above, then you should be enabled and depositing your sluice juice. So let's hook up the second wire. This, so you are allowed to run, and then we should see sluice juice. Oh, because I didn't hook this up. There we go. So sluice juice is coming in, and this guy is draining, and then we will hook him up with rubber fluid pipes, just like this. And over here. Also, I disconnected the system because I made a dumb mistake. The ores that you get from the bedrock drill are not able to be dynamited, so you can't cheat the system a little bit and get extras. I was mistaken about that, so I just looked it up directly again. No problem, not a big deal. Oh, and I need to disconnect the magnetic guys. Oh, shoot, this is gonna end up in the thing here. Okay, that was a close one. So what we want is to collect all of the stuff that comes out of the magnetic separators real quick, just because we want to bypass the shredder system. So we want like stone dust and everything to not go through the system. And ideally it should, well, I don't know. I don't really need to compact it too much. I don't think it's not a huge deal. So yeah, magnetic separator. Okay. You're just kind of sluice sand. This is, you know what? Hold on. This isn't good. Stop. Hold on. We don't want this. I want to use a mass storage to compact this because this is a huge waste of time and power to do it this way. Where's my terminal thing? I'm so blind. Okay, there it is. Mass storage. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have any mass storages left. What a pain. Okay, let me clear up some space here real quick. This guy can go. Carbon fluid pipe can go. These two can go. You can go. Okay. And what else do I want to do? Oh, I want to paint these brown. Although I would prefer to just switch them all to carbon first, so maybe I'll wait off on that. But first, let me go get some mass storages. Mass storage. What's the recipe for that? A bunch of chests. Okay. We'll see how much I can make. I don't know. Might have to just make a bunch of bronze real quick. We just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some tin. And just 2 stacks of tin. We'll hook it up to our little automatic system here. That way I can have a lot of bronze. I'm sure I already have plenty, but it doesn't hurt to have more. Bronze. Surprised I don't have extra mass storages, but that's okay. Let me make like a stack of chests. What does that take? 4 stacks of plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely already had a ton of bronze. That's okay. 3, 4. I might be pushing with this wrench. This definitely, well, not definitely, but it's very likely to break it. Do I have trinium actually? I might be able to just make this now. Trinium. I do have trinium. Okay. I don't need a ton of it for the wrench. Need, what, 4? Yeah, that's not bad. And then however much for the screw. Actually, these are steel screws, so you only need 4, and then I think 1 screw for the actual wrench itself. That's not terrible. We'll sidetrack a little bit here again, and we'll make some Trinaquadalloy. This actually makes you 9, so it's not too bad. You do need 6 trinium though. So Naquita, I think that is radioactive, if I'm not mistaken. Where do I have Naquita? I don't even know. What's here? Is this gonna irradiate me? Okay, I don't think it is. And I think it's also carbon. Yeah. Carbon. I need one of these. And it's been a long time since I've used this guy. Can you actually melt this? I don't know. Trinaquadalloy. Doesn't look like you can melt this or anything like to do it in one of those systems. So we're going to use the old crucible, which has not seen much use lately. We'll use these pincers, and we need to set this to what temperature? 2645. That's actually not even that high. Let's do 2700. Why not? 870, whatever. So carbon, Naquita, trinium, and then we'll light that guy. And while he's going, we'll make the other stuff that we need. So we want a lithium manganese battery. We need an HV version, which is 4 of those. So battery, we 4 of the cells for it. All right, we'll get these guys, and we will also get 2 stacks of this fluorite, just because I need to run this guy. I should definitely make a system to like keep a certain amount of this material, but that's okay. There we go. I use it so infrequently, it's like by the time I end up making that system, it's just a waste of time. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a moment, but in the meantime, I was able to get my first set of the Trinaquadalloy plates. So we got 8 of those. I actually lost one. If you look at the recipe, you'll see you get 9 per recipe, but I lost one because I forgot the ceramic molds couldn't handle the temperature of the alloy that I was pouring into it. So I burned a plate and lost one of my molds, which is not a big deal. I just swapped it with tungsten. But we're going to start another craft of those. So we'll put 6 trinium, carbon, and we'll put 2 Naquita. And then we'll start that guy back up. And I had to go and matter replicate some more trinium, which was fine. I still had some leftover matter here in the overworld, but I'll have to set up a system to bring the stuff that I'm making with my reactor over. But I had enough just to make 6 more ingots of trinium, so that's not a big deal. We'll let that guy cook up more plates because I do want to make more tools out of this eventually. Obviously, the wrench rather doesn't cost very much, but you know, eventually it would be nice to have a couple more different kinds of tools made out of that. But we're going to have to extrude one of these plates into bolts. So let's get that guy there. I don't think it takes too long. No, it's surprisingly easy to extrude for a durable material like this. Let's take a bite of baguette here, and then we will lay these into, I don't think you can use these for anything except screws, am I right? I think that's correct. I don't see any other use for that. I guess maybe a hand drill. It's fine, I'll just do one of them into screws. All right, there we go. So we have a Trinaquadalloy screw. We'll leave the bolt there just in case we need it for anything else. And then we just need steel ring. And then we'll need 2 steel screws, which are here. All right, so we do this. We'll make the wrench tip. I think it's screwdriver and a hammer like that. Oops. There we go. So that's our wrench tip. And we need to make the battery, which I believe needs a battery alloy plate and gold cable. And we also need a, let's see, I think it's tier 6 circuit. Yep. Or rather, why is it not doing that? Circuit. There we go. Have to make another batch of circuits very soon. I should probably just set up like proper automation for those to keep a stock. It's a bigger project for when I spread my base out a little bit more, I think. And then it's wire cutter, right? Or is it like this? There we go. So that's our lithium manganese battery. And it's wrench tip. What else do we need for this guy? So just stainless steel. Oh, we need an electric motor. That's easy enough. It's just stainless steel, copper, and gold. Gold cable. 2 of those. And then we need copper. I think you need 12. It's, what is it, tier 3? Yeah, copper wire. So it's like that. Or no, whoops, that's wrong. It's like that. There we go. So we'll do this, 2 gold. We need stainless steel rod, and we need, what is it, curve plates. We'll go curve these guys. That guy cook up, we'll sleep. All right, almost there. I'm so excited to have this wrench. It's going to be insane. I think it might break machines almost too quickly because of how fast it is. 14 speed. All right. This guy goes like, wait, how does this go? Where is it? It's this guy here. I see. Just reversed of what I thought it was. Now we need magnetic steel. Magnetic steel rod. There we go. And we will polarize that. Perfect. We'll throw that guy in here. And there's our motor. And then we have the curve plates. We have the, what is that called? The screw. And there's the wrench. And finally, screwdriver. And now we will have a Trinaquadalloy HV wrench. And then we can swap this guy over to here when the other one breaks. But we'll just put him here for now. He's going into retirement. And we'll let this guy charge up a little bit. And the rest, oh, you know what? Trinaquadalloy here is ready to pour. So we'll start pouring that. And we can turn this off. So now we should have, I don't know how much more we have. Probably 11 extra Trinaquadalloy to use. So maybe we can make a hammer out of it to put on our anvil, because that'll match our nice iridium anvil. We'll never break that hammer. Maybe I can make 2 hammers out of it, just to swap the hammer that I already have in the crafting table, because I think this one probably will break soon. Although I do have quite a few hammerheads to work through. I don't know. There's quite a few tools that I could replace in here eventually. All right, that guy's going in. We'll put the sensors away. We'll let him cool down. There's a nichrome plate in here and an ultimate rod. I guess I'll just leave that. We'll put this stuff away. All right, and then we'll grab our beautiful new wrench. We'll keep him on us. And then I will make the rest of the mass storages because we ran out of those. And I was able to make some of the, actually I was able to make all the bronze chests, but I think this wrench will break when I make the rest of the machine casings. There's one here. Actually, what I could probably just do instead is put them in the welder. I can teach my welder how to make those, ideally. So let's do that. Let's do bronze. And then we'll say 2. Come on. Oh no, it's like this. 2 bronze rods and then 6 bronze plates gets you a bronze machine casing. And then we will teach that and we will put it in the same thing that makes the other machine casings that we have right here. And then we should be able to just order up 64 bronze machine casings. Oh no, we're missing a bunch of bronze rods. Hold on. Let's grab some of the bronze I had over here. We'll just extrude some of these. Where is my rod pattern? I definitely need to set up like an extruding area. I think I talked about doing that before. I wasn't super sure if I wanted to do extruders or if I wanted to do melters, or rather smelters. The smelters can be overclocked very easily, and they don't have any penalty for overclocking. The only problem is, depending on what alloy you're melting, or rather what metal you're melting, the cooling down of that could take a while compared to the extruder, which kind of just gives you the finished material at the end. So it's a bit of a trade-off depending on which way you decide to go about doing it. Why is that shift clicking right? That's weird. Okay. We can order 64 of these guys now. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do like a test in creative to see like a maximum overclocked smelter versus a maximum overclocked extruder. The smelter will definitely win in terms of energy usage, even with a cooling system on it, but the extruder might be faster. So I don't know. It kind of depends on what kind of cooling system you put into it, I suppose. And you are making me machine casings. Cool. So let's see, what do we need for those? We just need screws, which we can make. We have plenty of screws. It's easier to just always make a stack of these at a time. Ideally, I should have some kind of auto crafting system to do this, but I'm too lazy to set it up for now. And this isn't even going to give me a stack, is it? No, it's going to give me half a stack. That's okay. Bronze machine casing. I didn't even need to order that many of them. That's okay. So wrench and screwdriver. There's a screwdriver and there's our wrench. I'm very curious to see how much durability we're going to end up pulling off of this guy. Bronze machine casing. My NEI is acting weird with shift clicking, I think. All right, there's those. Didn't use actually too much durability out of that. So we'll put in, use you, and there's the chests. Yeah, we're getting there. We're chunking them down. He's still got a ways to go, though. These electric tools really are quite durable. It's just that I've used that one for crafting so many things. It's on its last legs there. But finally, we have our mass storage, which we can now use to store sluice sand. Wait, is it better to do? Oh no, you have to do it this way. Okay. Sluice sand, and then we will accumulate sluice sand, and then we'll make it into a sluice sand block, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can also magnetically separate that, and it's a little bit better to just run it on that rather than having to tick all the time. You just tick occasionally when you have the block. Yeah, this is way better. Okay, so yeah, we'll accumulate this into a block of sluice sand instead. I should be able to just do it when I Oh yeah, that guy automatically runs. That's good. All right, so we'll turn this into more sluice sand. Then you will be a block of sluice sand. And we have to make sure the magnetic separator is not hooked up to anything. He's depositing his stuff. All of this crap I need to set up a filter for, which is fine. But I need to set up the sluice block. Actually, do I have a... So I don't have to set up another hopper. Do I have any conveyors? I do. It's convenient. Okay, so let's instead do this. And I hope you are not running. I have to do this quickly. I have to wait for him to like drop all of his crap. Okay, do this and then that. Perfect. Like this. And then, oh, actually this doesn't break too quickly. I thought it would be a little bit faster. That's okay. It's more so about the durability. So this guy now should export his blocks whenever he has some. And we will connect it like this. And then finally, this guy will output over to here. Put it in the magnetic separator. And it should, instead of giving me tiny piles, it should give me larger piles, which is easier to handle. Actually, it just gives me large piles of stone dust, but it's a higher chance of the other stuff. So it's at least lower quantities of like rapid materials going through. But yeah, I will have to still set up a filter for this. So let's go make a multi-block, or not a multi-block, but rather a full block filter instead of a filter cover. Have any filters left? No. Let's do this. What do we have? So we do have the galvanized steel. We need to make electrum. We have electrum. I think you only need 6 for it. Yeah. And then we just need the filters. So we'll extrude these guys into pipes. Where is my electrum, or rather my normal pipe extruder? There we go. And then let's go make 2 filters. So we need covers. I'll have to make more covers soon as well. Then zinc foil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually didn't even need to grab that many. Just could have done it like this. That's okay. So now we have the stuff for the item filter. We actually, let's grab this. Galvanized steel machine casing. I think I made those for like a fusion reactor for the future, and I'm just consuming them for other stuff. That's okay. I think it's for the ventilation units. I think I counted all that, and then I ended up crafting it, and I'm just waiting, and I'm just slowly draining my my stocks. That's fine. I have plenty of steel now. All right, and then the filter is, whoops, it's this guy, hammer and wrench. So wrench here, hammer here, and there's my filter. All right. Let's see what we need to filter from this guy. I'm expecting, wait, where is this supposed to go? Oh, it's here, okay. I'll connect you. Then the magnets should turn on, yeah, to process the sluice sand. And you, oh, why are you allowed to run? Oh, it's because this didn't toggle itself. I see. So it didn't ever go back to 0. That makes sense. It's okay. We'll just let him run, and then we'll get the materials from the sluice sand out. So for now, we'll just filter. Okay, so stone dust is 1. We did you, iron dust, neodymium, nickel, cobalt, and manganese. Iron, neodymium, manganese, cobalt, nickel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all you can get from this. Yeah. So stone, iron, neodymium, manganese, cobalt, and nickel. Yeah, that's everything. I don't think anything else can come from this. Do I already have a system to bypass? I do. Okay. So what we'll do is put this guy, we'll put him here. We'll point him down and also point the other side down. And then we will point this to here, and then point this way. So now everything will go into here, and none of the dust should end up in there. Oh, shoot. You know what? They will end up there because I didn't connect the filter. There we go. Yeah, these guys ended up in there, of course. Happened. Why are you making breaking noises? I don't know. This belongs over here. But we need to see if there's a hopper. I don't know if I put a hopper underneath this. I think it's just here. Yeah, we'll just throw all these the dust that I'm not using in here. So stone dust, you can go in. Yeah, all this can go. Stuff, you cannot go because you need to be shredded. There. Then get this. Okay, perfect. I don't know why this thing's making braking noises though. Is it the engine that's causing that? Not sure. That's fine. This system is good, I think. Just have to let this guy kind of run until he's done. Let's see how much Swiss juice. We have quite a lot, actually. Jeez. Oh, I saw germanium on me. Thought I put that away. Maybe I put the wrong thing somewhere. We'll see. And we can fill the hole in the ground. Salt windmill tiles. We'll just cover this up. Oops. Just completely fill it. We'll deal with that later. I'll make it look nice and everything. That's done at least. So this system should be a little less laggy because it's only ticking in this chunk and it's not ticking that chunk anymore for doing the sluice. So once this processes everything, I think it'll be pretty good. Looks like it's consuming 3,000 per tick, which I think is fine. Yeah, we are making a little bit of a dent, but it's like instantly filling back up because I think we have some backlog here. I don't know how much of a backlog we have. Oh, it looks like quite a bit. But yeah, we'll have to wait for this to process everything, and then once it's done, it'll make its way and start cycling the way we expected it to. If I have to, I can put a bigger dryer on this. I'm going to start making tantalum hafnium carbide, but I am not quite there yet. Actually, I could probably do it now. Let's see, what does this take? Just tantalum, hafnium, and coal? Yeah, because I would really like to make burning boxes and stuff out of this soon. But, oh, actually, you know what? I can paint this. This. Look at that. Now they're brown. And I know it's sluice juice. And I'll switch these out eventually when there's no more sluice juice in that system, just so I can remove the pipes without worrying about wasting my durability. But yeah, that's good. I'm happy that we got that done. The next project I want to work on a little bit is actually an inventory charger. And I also want to make some teleporters for the reactor base and stuff. But for now, I want to make, let's get rid of these and these guys. I want to make these charging Lapitron crystals, because actually if you have these in your inventory, it'll charge up all of your electric tools. And it would really be nice to have like all of my stuff topped off from one energy source that I can just carry around. And then I can make 2 of them and just store them in this, store 1 in this table and then just switch it when I don't need to, or, you know, when one of them is like nearly drained. That way I don't have to charge everything individually and I can just carry like 1 energy source. So we'll make 2 of these. And what I want to do is actually try to use this feature of NEI that I just discovered the other day, which I think it shows if you hold over here, Alt. And what you can do is you can Shift A to show the recipe, like all the components of it, but it doesn't look like it's adjusting the actual amount that I need. So hold on. This is from the GregTech New Horizons NEI, so I've just slapped it into my mod pack. I'm trying to figure out how to do it the way it's meant to be done. I don't know if maybe I'm on an outdated version at this point. Because yeah, see, I'm like updating the recipe amount by holding control and scrolling, but it doesn't seem to change anything. That's okay though. Let's also do this. If I do the same thing, yeah, see, it doesn't work the way I expected it to. I'm still learning this. It's all right, I'll figure it out eventually. It's kind of bizarre. I would expect all of this to change. Maybe if I individually change these, like how do you change like one at a time? It's bizarre. It's like multiplying the values that I need. I think that's set to 4. I can't really see because there's a durability bar on it. So one of these, I think that's set to 1. Yeah. And then if I set the recipe for this guy like that, and then I link these together. Oh no, shoot, I don't want that. There's some way to, oh, here we go. So you can toggle that. You can toggle the way that they're rearranged. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me do this again. I'm sure this is very frustrating to watch. I apologize. Let's see. So Alt, create include group, left mouse button and drag. Okay. Create include group, toggle group mode, toggle group crafting chain. Oh, I see. Okay. And then we want this guy. So let me shift a that. And then, okay, so now these are linked together. I guess it's because this isn't being recognized as the same item, maybe. This charging energy, the crystal and this one. I'm sure it will work better with something that didn't have like metadata on it or something. But it should be fine still. So how do I adjust this? So 4, 4, and 1. I don't know. I thought this would be more useful than it seems to be, so I'm just kind of wasting my time. But anyway, I want to make 2 of these charging Lapotron crystals, so I need 8 Lapotron crystals, which means I also need, or actually, do these Lapotron crystals need energy crystals? Yes, they do. So I need 8 of these, which means I need 8 energy crystals, and I need 8 for the 2 of the charging energy crystals. So I'm going to need 16 total energy crystals. So let's do this. You get 1 per recipe. So 16 times 5, 30. So 80 redstone and 16 times 4, which is 64. So 64 and 80. 64 plus this, and get 10 out to make 80. Oh, wait, that's not right. My brain isn't working today. There we go. There's 80 of that, and then I need 64 sapphire dust, which I actually already made sapphire bowls for. I'm not gonna need to do all of them, I don't think, because when you shred these, you get 4. So I just need to shred 1 stack of these, and the rest of them I can keep for other uses. But let's throw these guys here. Oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have done it in this one, because this is gonna take a lot of time. Let me go throw this in the big shredder, because that guy is heavily overclocked. Here, you shred these. Yeah. Wait, what? Where did the other dust go? I was just holding like cassiterite in my mouse, and it's gone. I don't know. Whatever, we'll let those sapphires shred. And I'll start making the other pieces in the meantime. Oh, what's going on? There we go. So I need this. Oh my god. That. I need a lot of like small parts. Okay. So circuits. Oh man, I don't even have basic circuits right now. It's a bit rough. Bit rough out here. Yeah, I just need to make more circuits. So plastic, stack of plastic plates, which I already taught my system how to make. Those. What else do I need for these? I need copper. Let me make a stack of copper. And then we will make that into copper rods, which I can do over here. And I think I have like a ton of materials here that I was trying to use. Yeah. Jeez. Okay. I need to just hook that up to the ME system, I think. Let's do an interface. There we go. And we'll do cable, and we will hook them up. And let me just get a smart cable. We'll hook that guy to the system and see how many channels I'm using. Where is the nearest source of ME stuff? What's here? Yeah, I can do it here. Actually, I can just make... Well, no, I wouldn't be able to do that, unfortunately. I thought I could just reverse it. That's okay. It's going to be a real nightmare to break that stupid chest. Oh, man. Let's put a smart cable there so we can see how many channels we're using. And we'll put some covered cables here. That, perfect. And a lot of stuff is going to end up on the ground. That's to be expected. But, you know, we're getting there. We'll just throw all of this in. These things I think are fine to be here. And just deposit everything has to do with those. My God, I had a little bit too many just sitting there. I was planning on making a ton of tier 6 circuits because I think the fusion reactor requires a lot. And so I ended up with like tons of stacks of that wire. Now it's all over the floor. Where are the remaining stacks of that wire? I can see there's some on the mini map. Are they down? Oh yeah, they're down here. Interesting. I think that's it though. All right. Let's cover this back up, and then this guy should be fine. He's doing his little wire milling, and now he's able to deposit into the ME system directly. I'll probably have to add some extra drives because I'm sure I'm using like most of my channels now, and maybe all of my item storage values, but that's okay. So there's some copper wire in the system now. I might actually have enough to already make the circuits. Let's see, copper, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably start teaching my system how to make the circuits like just by itself because I have the interface here hooked up. Let's see, it is feasible. Circuit part, let's see, circuit part basic. It's just one. How I want to set this up is the question. You can either do it with a redstone or a tiny redstone, but I don't actually have tiny redstone hooked up to my system. I think the only way to really get this to work well is to do it with the large redstone. So it's going to be 9 of this. Oh no, not 64. 9 of this. And then what else is it? I need crystalline silicon plates, which I don't have hooked up to the system. I need a storage bus. I may be getting close to my channel limit here. How many channels are we using? 7. 7? Okay. And we'll hook this guy up. And we'll make sure he only stores tiny crystalline silicon plate, just in case. Priority 10. There we go. Does he know how to make those? That's also probably something that's worth teaching it, but yeah, I don't have a interface on it. That's fine. Let me just take 2 stacks and I'll throw them in the saw. Should top us off at least for a little while, but I still will teach the system how to make those eventually. So tiny crystalline silicon plate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1 redstone makes circuit part good. Or no, basic rather. I think it makes 9 of those. Yeah. So copper, redstone, tiny crystalline silicon plate, circuit part basic, 9. Perfect. So we'll put that in the one with the press, which one is it? It's this one. Just put it there. So that's how to make the circuit parts. Make these guys, we need to teach the system how to do these the copper weird wirings thing. I forgot what it's called. I could probably also teach that too. This is a lot of base maintenance, and I apologize if this is not interesting. It's all over the place. This is how it usually is for me when I'm like working off screen, but I figured I'll do it on screen for a little bit just to get some content out there and show the process. Yeah, it is quite scatterbrained, so apologies. So what we want is another interface, but before we do that, we can't just hook it up directly because we're maxing out our channels here and we need some heavy duty cables. So let's get some dense covered cables and some smart cables so we can keep track of our channels. Would it be wise to use peer-to-peer tunnels? Probably. What would I do here? So I would have to make a sub-network to carry the peer-to-peer channels. I could just do 8 of them. I'm trying to even debate whether this is worth doing. I think it'd probably just be best to run the cable directly. At least for now. If I need to, I can always do peer-to-peer, but... So, that guy is a smart cable. He's a fine. So we'll do regular cable there. We'll hook these guys up. And I don't know if I explained it before, but the reason I'm using covered cable and not smart cable everywhere is just because I think the smart cables cause like a minute amount of lag compared to the covered cables. And it's usually not perceivable, but because my base is extremely cramped and I am too lazy to fix it right now, I just am trying to reduce the lag as much as I can. I can always convert them if I need to, but you know, it's just not something I have the luxury of dealing with right now. Why am I not able to craft fluid seeds? Am I just not I taught my system how to make this. Fluix? I'm almost positive I taught my system how to make this. That's weird. Okay, I'll just teach it then. So fluix seed. Yeah, that's a crafting pattern. And we will teach that to one of the crafting table guys, and we'll show only the guys with empty space. These are all on molecular assemblers. Actually, we'll just put it here. And then we can order up some dense covered cables. I only need a few. And hopefully that should work. I think it should just deposit all of that over here. Ideally. I don't know if I even taught the system how to make this. I think I did. Let's see. I'm really not sure. It should be okay. Oh, there's some dense covered cable. It looks like it knows how to make it. All right. Just hook all these guys up and bring them all the way over here. Like this. We back those cables. I think you can convert these into smart cables eventually, if you feel like it. Can you? Oh, maybe not. That's okay. I don't really care. I'll just keep these for other reasons. But yeah, we'll do a dense smart cable here and here. because these are intersections, and I like having the channels displayed at least at the intersections. But that should give me way more channels to use. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, oh no, I should still be fine. I have 8 extra channels in addition to that to work with. Okay. Now I can hook up an interface here to teach my system how to make the copper wire stuff. So let's do this and then turn you. So you only insert in that direction. And then we'll make a pattern that says one long copper rod can become fine copper wire, which we already have. Fine copper wire. I should have done this a long time ago. So I apologize for anybody that's like rolling their eyes like that it took me this long to do it. So that guy goes there. He can craft this. You are what we actually needed, and I wasted my time making copper rods instead of copper plates, which is what we actually need. Wait, does this know how to make copper plate? It does. Maybe 100. Oh, my God. There's so much stuff that I haven't done that I should have done a while ago. Let's see, do I have extra channels here? Sure, I do. Where is this? I just need a storage bus on the copper ingot thing. Storage. Give me that. And we'll hook him up to here. We'll say you can only store copper ingots. And you have a priority of 10. We'll put our little deep slate thing there. Now the system should be able to craft me plenty of copper plates. I just wanted to test if I even had that. All right, let's just do 40 just for the sake of it. It should be able to handle it just fine. Also, let's see if our sapphire came through. It did. And then there's our other sapphire over here, I think. Yep. So to make the energium crystals, you need to put these in the autoclave with steam. That's fine. We'll just put half and half. So wait, what? Oh, sorry, you have to mix these first. That's what is not working. Take these out of here. So redstone, we'll put this stuff away. I was making fertilizer for IC2 crops. That's why that was in there. All right, so we're getting energium dust. And we'll start this up preemptively. So 18 there. We'll light that. This I will probably end up replacing with reactors eventually, which will be pretty interesting because reactors can make steam on demand rather than having to wait for a boiler. So it's I'm going to actually switch a lot of stuff to reactors because I did some testing and creative and everything, and also during my reactor tutorial series, and I discovered like radiation is not a problem at all unless you directly touch the reactor, as long as you're below, I think, 1,000 neutrons. I tested up to like 500 or 700, and it was no radiation at all unless you directly touch the reactor. So that was pretty interesting, and that means I can run a lot of systems just straight off of a reactor pretty much forever. So we'll definitely be doing some stuff with that very soon. I want to utilize those a lot more just because they're so convenient and they're easy to use. Pretty much anything that uses heat or steam can be switched over to that kind of system. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, we're waiting for the rest of the energy in here. Why did that happen? What the hell? That was interesting. All right, so put half of that. And 32. That's not going to work. Hold on. This needs to be divisible by 9. So 36. Interesting. Okay. It's not going to divide evenly. One of these is going to be slightly off. Okay. Well, that's fine. 18. 18. And then 18. 18, and then just do 2 here, 1 here. Eventually these will give me my energy crystals, but we'll wait for that to happen. This is fine, right? Oh shoot, is this making the right thing? Oh no, it's not. Damn it. I have the wrong selector tags in here. This is gonna make energy crystals from GregTech, I think. Damn it. That's fine. I can make more if I need to. Just out of curiosity, what crystal level does that make? What did I have in there? 2. Okay. Autoclave set to 2. So it consumed basically a full pile of each. And it's going to make gene crystal. Okay. I mean, it's not useless. You can store energy with those, but not amazing. Yeah. So that consumed like 1 of each. So I'll still need to, I'll have to make another recipe's worth of energium. So sapphire, shred 1 of those, and then we need 5 redstone. Oops, too many. That back, not a problem. Let's wait for that to finish. But let's get back to this guy. So what we need is, we should also teach our cluster mill how to make some of those like cluster mill plate things. So I need another interface. This is like me waiting the longest possible time to set up all of my automation, and now it's like going to be installed into a base that's very not permanent and very laggy, and it's going to require me to redo it eventually, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. All right, and then we will put, actually we can just, it's okay. We'll put a cable on you, and you will end up being our cluster mill guy. So we'll say if you have a copper plate, you can cluster mill that. Why is it like this? So one annealed copper plate, for example, can be cluster milled into copper foil, which is what we need. So copper foil. 1, 2, 3, 4. Code that. We can do the same thing for platinum plate, because that's what we also need for tier 6 circuits. Platinum foil. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we can at least automate most of the process, if not all of it. So you 2 guys go in here. That's fine. And then what's the other one for tier 5? Is it 2? No, tier 5. Tier 3 maybe? 3 circuit. Or no, circuit tier 3, I think is what it is. It's for this circuit plate gold. Is it just gold? Yeah. Same thing with gold plates. Gold plate. And we need gold foil. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll encode that. And then we'll do the same thing with the other materials for, why am I putting that in here? Oh, and instead of having this chest, let me simply connect this with a covered cable. That way everything just directly inserts. Oh, I actually do need a hopper and a chest. We'll do it with a barrel instead. These barrels are nicer looking. So a barrel and a hopper and an item pipe. I don't know why I thought I could use the network cable. That was not smart. You go here, and we'll hook this guy like that. And let's put a hopper like that. That way anything that comes out of here will instantly get put back into the system. That should be fine. So let's cover this back up. So now we know how to make the foils that we need. And then we also want to hook up this guy over here And you're not, oh, you are holding some stuff. Okay. Let me just throw these. I don't even know why I put this here. This is completely unnecessary. Let's not do that. Instead use an interface over here. Hook it up like this. Perfect. Covered cable can go down like that. Thinking I can, oh, is there any reason not to run it that way? I guess not. Let's run it this way. You now are active, and then we can do the same thing on this guy. We just need to get a, we already have a barrel, we just need a hopper. So anything that comes out, we'll just go back in. Although there's not an easy way to access that. I could always just put it here, I guess. That. So we'll have the hopper with an item pipe. Get that way. We just grab that for a second. This is very cramped and ugly, and I'll definitely fix it eventually. When that is, I don't know, but it'll happen. Here we go. All right, so everything that comes out of here will get put back into the system, and we'll say we need to do the same thing with the foils. So foil, oh shoot, stuff called circuit wiring. So platinum circuit wiring is from platinum foil, and it's for 4. So I think it's 4 becomes 1. Is that correct? Yeah. That's for platinum. There's gold. We'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll also teach it how to do copper. I don't think the other ones I use at all. Yeah, I don't. So 4 of those, and then we'll teach you how to make this, not with annealed copper. Okay, right. Yeah, just copper foil, regular copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and code that. And we will put you guys over here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we should be able to request most of our circuits. The only thing is we haven't taught the system how to do the actual circuit board or the circuit plate. So, okay, circuit plate. I might need another interface to go on the chest over here. Like this. I think that should be okay. I do this. Yeah, he's pointing to him now. So we'll teach all of the like crafting recipes for circuits and such. So circuit plate that. So it's just any plastic plate or plastic sheet. And then do I have silicon dioxide added to the system, or do I need to add this still? I think I probably still need to add it. So that's silicon dioxide, but I think I have flint dust, which I probably was already using. Flint, or should I just add it from over here because I have millions of flint? Or can I just do it with, oh no, you can do it with sand. I forgot about that. Sand. Can you do like a mass recipe for this? Let's see. Press. You do it with like big sand? Or does it only work with small sand? Yeah, there's no like big recipe for this. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, if I just do sand like this, I can teach it how to uncraft the sand if I have to. So this becomes a plastic circuit plate. Here we go. So you are now able to be crafted. We'll throw this guy over here. Where'd he go? There he is. But I will have to teach it how to craft that sand. It's not a huge deal. It's just an annoying fact of life, I guess. If I just do a mass storage with a storage bus, I think I might even already have sand somewhere on this wall. It's just that sand. Okay. Let's get a storage bus. I don't know where I'm going to throw this. Probably downstairs where the other storage bus things are. That way it just doesn't clog my system. But you, and then we'll say you only store this sand and you have a priority of 10. Put you there. How many channels are we using? 28. We're getting close. Definitely have to use peer-to-peer tunnels at some point. But then we'll teach the system how to craft sand into sand dust like that. There we go. It's just a generic crafting pattern. So we'll throw him on here. I'm trying to keep this stuff for open computers, which I will do eventually as well. So we need to teach the system how to make the actual circuit plates, or like the ones like this, like circuit board good. The circuit plate with circuit wiring. Circuit plate, circuit wiring comes circuit plate copper. And I can also teach the other ones while I'm at it. So with gold, it becomes this one. And with platinum, it becomes this one. No, not 64. Comes 1. Here we go. And we will throw these guys over here. Just hard for me to identify this in the terminal because I haven't put anything in it. Here we go. All right. Now that we have this, we can also teach it how to make the circuit board good. So circuit plate copper plus circuit part basic, circuit board basic there. And I think I already have a system set up to craft. Oh wait, actually, circuit board basic. I think I have a filter or something over here that's designed to like take. Can I do something? No, I can't. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, well, it's fine. It'll go into the system. And eventually what I'll do is I'll just tell it, instead of getting circuit board basics, it'll just get the full circuit because I ideally just want it to go directly to the bath because there's never any reason not to put it there. So let me just do a circuit board basic. We'll get 1. And it should give me the whole crafting system. Hopefully. Eventually, I will separate this all out into different systems as well for the circuit assembly system, because this is very crude using like a line of hoppers and stuff. I don't think it's the most robust system in the whole world. It may have already even failed. I don't know. Let me do this. Get rid of you. Put you here. Actually, we'll do this. It's because I don't know if I put too many like requests into the same rafter. I think I might have screwed this up. I think everything ended up going to the wrong one. Yeah, it's like overloading this one. That's part of the problem. What is this? Okay. It's filled with molten material. I think I needed to put this on like blocking mode. Double pattern, clear. I don't remember. There's a way to make this like a blocking recipe so that like you don't put in the next tier of craft until you get like the previous ones. I don't know if you do it on the interface. I forgot. Or the contents. No. No, I don't think that works. Yeah, I think if I wanted to do it that way, I would have to do it against here directly, which is not ideal. But I may have to. inventory is a mess, so it's gonna not work well. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff. All right. How do I need to do this? I need another interface if I want to do it this way. Interface, if I can spell. Give me that. Okay. Well, first of all, we'll need to just rearrange this stuff. We have to do one thing at a time. So you and you. And then this. What are you doing? Okay, you get put in there. That's fine. But why did it put so much redstone in? Oh no, that's redstone for my inventory. And then you guys, okay, so almost everything works. It's just that the initial craft of it didn't work because I overloaded like one inventory. That's okay. Just need to make this guy like a separate thing and he can have his own interface. Just need to figure out how I can pull this around. So you go here. Shoot. No. You gonna let me turn like this? There we go. Okay. We'll do covered cables and we'll try to pull these around. Guess down to here. 2, 3, 4. And then we'll connect this with a smart cable just so we can monitor channels. There we go. All right, so now you have that. Let's take these guys. So you all can be your own recipes in this interface here. Come on, give me a break. Like this. I still don't know if this is going to work perfectly. I don't know if it if blocking mode, not push crafting items if inventory contains items. I don't know if that will work to prevent it from disturbing an ongoing craft. Right? Or if it will prevent the current craft from completing properly. We'll have to see. Let's just check. Circuit. The circuit board basic, what we want is for you to go down to here. So no, wait, I have to be more careful. That's so circuit board advanced. So that's a tier 3. The only way to get that is with soldering alloy. Yeah, I think it's the same story with this guy. The circuit board basic. Let me just make a filter. I think I need a different filter to do molten tin. I need electrum. Let's go over here. Is the pipe? There it is. And actually, let's get the sapphire from over here because that should be done. Combine you. Oh, I think I already had way too much. Or did I just miscount before? I don't know. Doesn't hurt to have extra energy, I guess. Right. So, how many of these guys do we have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 16. How many are you? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just be missing 1, which is fine. If I have to, I can always just make these into energy. Or actually, can I shred these? You get back everything? Oh, you do. Okay. If I need to, I can recover my materials then. That's not a huge problem. All right. So let's go get my pipes after I take a bite of baguette. Trim item pipe, and we will get filter. Should just teach my system how to make filters as well. Item fluid. There we go. Save me a step. Put you guys here. 1, 2. I just need 2 item filters. Q. And we will do this. I need a galvanized steel machine casing. that like that, and perfect. This guy still hasn't taken much durability. All right. So this has a restrictive pipe. That's fine. That should add plenty of impedance to the whole thing. This is molten tin. This filter needs to go this way, point you down, point you down. Wait, here we go. And then we want to put circuit board basic in here. And I think the tier 2 circuits also need to be on there, but it's not something I have right now. I'm not super worried about it either way. That way, maybe it will always become circuit board tier 1 completed. And then I can retrieve that recipe actually. Oh, give me a break. All right, so let's edit this recipe. We'll go to this mode, put you here, and we'll say instead of circuit board basic, you actually get circuit tier 1. You only get one of those though. There we go. So re-encode that. And then now, whenever he makes that recipe, it will kind of complete the one tier before that, before it gets soldered, but then automatically deposit it in here because this pipe is again being treated longer than it actually is by that restrictive pipe. So it gets deposited into the right filter, that gets automatically soldered in the bath, and then it gets sent over to the interface, which puts it in the system, and it gives it the full circuit. So we kind of skip a step there, so that's pretty nice. So now, if we were to order tier 1 circuit, let's say we want to order 20 of them, the whole system should ramp up and craft those for us. So we have 3, we're expecting to have 23 at the end of this. We'll just have to see what that ends up looking like. Looks like this guy's running. Yep, that's good. Put some slabs here just so we don't have to walk over these. Yep, this guy's running. Oh my god, I need to switch those pipes or just put covers on them. Looks like this guy knows how to deal with this properly. Although, does he? There's like redstone stuck in here. I don't know. I guess it's fine as long as it doesn't try to run too many things at the same time. The press is smart enough to deal with this, but I might need an extra press just to separate everything out a step. So eventually I'll have like a circuit factory that's like its own chunk, the same way I'll do ore processing. But for now, I think this is okay. Yeah, it looks like he knows what he's doing. Or it just happens to be working in my favor in this case. I don't know. So whatever. I'll deal with it. All right, let's check these guys. They're all good, I think. Yeah, the recipes are done, and this will automatically shut off when the gigabolometers go off, so that's fine. But we will need quite a lot of circuits, so let's ask for more. Oh wait, what's happening with these? Are they not going? Where are the circuits being deposited? Or has it not gotten to that point yet? That's okay. It's trying to make them now. I see. So I don't want to like mess with blocking mode too much. It seems like it's working, but I was curious if blocking mode would prevent like the current recipe from working if it deposited like not enough items in there. Let's see. Do not push crafting items if it's got items in its inventory. Seems like it's fine. It knows what it's doing. Yeah, this is good actually. That way it never gets clogged. It looks like it just deposits everything at the same time for each recipe. So this will prevent it from ever depositing too many things and like clogging it. I think that's what we want. Oh, and there we go. Our circuit board basics are starting to go in. And when this guy decides he's going to run, he will pull in as many as he needs, which is good. So now we can start on the other stuff that we needed. So the batteries. Ugh, I hate making RE batteries. Let me just double check. Do I need 2 of these? Yeah, just 2. Okay. It's this one. So I need insulated tin cable. You make insulated tin cable. Is this annoying? Or can I just make tin cable? I need to make this. Wire mill tin plates. Okay. I'll just do 10. I think it gives you a lot. Yeah, I won't even bother making this because I don't think I'm going to need that many tin plates or tin cables. Tin cable. You're not working? You are. Why are you? Oh, I'm an idiot. I should put this here and connect this like that. That way it goes into the interface. All right. Tin cable. I think I have all of them on me. Stick or no rubber sheet. I need 8 of these. So combine these, or do I have to do it in the laminator? Of course I do. Let me just order up a bunch of rubber sheets as well because I'm running low. Deposit these. All right. This guy I also need to automate, but I've been way too lazy. But this is base maintenance for you. It's just lots of tedious management tasks. At the very least, we were able to get that sluice setup done. I was actually curious. Let's go check on that. See what kind of state it's in. It looks like it's good, and it's finished its backlog finally. Yep, so as soon as that fills up, it should run. I think it's probably saving us quite a bit of lag at this point, which is very nice. Tin ingot. Do I have those hooked up? I don't. Let's get another storage bus. Oh no, I have tin dust. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't even need the ingots. I don't care about those. Tin dust. I should teach the system how to make tin plates. Or do I? And it's fine. Tin dust. Let me make some of those tin machine casing thingies. Tin item casings. I think you get 2 per. It's hard to find. Exact conversion. I think you get 2 though. Yeah, you get 2. So what is it? 4 times 8 is 32 divided by 2. It's 16. Let's get this guy and put him in here. It should be pretty quick. We'll sleep while that's going on. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned these things that I put in the ground either, but I just put like baths for water and for creosote oil. That way I don't have to like manually mix things. I also put an electric mixer for water so that I can make like baguettes and stuff easier. It's just like little maintenance tasks. All right, so you guys, redstone. I should be able to make 8 of these. Oh yeah, 8, there we go. And then circuit. Perfect. Our 23 circuits are there. Look at that. That's what we like to see. All right, so 1, 2. Those are our first ones. And then these guys. Oh, we need heat exchangers as well. Okay, I'm gonna need a bunch more circuits. Can I order 100? Oh wow, look at that. Okay, I'll order 100. Let's see how the system handles it. I should probably just auto craft those and then keep a stock of like 100 or 1,000. But it's okay. So this guy, oh my god, okay, bronze. How many do I need? I need 4, no, 8 of these. So 8 times 5 is 40. Divided by 2 is 20. So bronze. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make some bronze machine casings over here. What else do you need for these stupid things? Copper cables. Copper. Give me 100 copper plates, please. I don't really need that many, but it doesn't hurt. Why is this not being output? That should automatically dump in, but maybe it doesn't like that it's hooked up this way. I can always just hook this guy up here. Go in there. I don't know why that was backed up. That's weird. Okay. You do this. Then those copper cables. You will need, how many of those do we need? We just need 16, I guess. 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I already have the rubber down there. Combine you, and we'll light this. Perfect, thank you. And then what else do I need? I think I need lead and sulfur dust. Do I have sulfur dust? I do. So I need 8 of those. Oh no, I have lead dust actually. I don't need to shred these. Where's my lead? There it is. That's to make those batteries. So lead, sulfur, insulated copper there, and just those machine casings. Okay, perfect. Get rid of the, actually no, wait. It's not done yet. It's just the beginning. Let's get these guys. Where did I put those recharging batteries? Is it called? Battery. There we go. We'll put one here, one here. How are my circuits coming? Sure, it's doing something. Is it this guy that's working? Yeah, he's currently making all those circuit plates. I definitely need to separate those into different stages. That's okay. We'll work with what we have for now. These guys need 8 heat exchangers. So copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tin plate. This 1, 2, 3. And we'll put these in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. That way I just don't misclick any. And these guys will get us the next tier. Should have put them all in there like that. That's dumb of me. This. There we go. That's that tier. Get rid of that. And then the next tier up. Oh my god, I have to make more heat exchangers. It's rough. I don't have quite enough circuits, but I should be getting them momentarily. The next tier requires the energy crystals, which we have. But we can work on the Lapitron crystals because these guys might be a little more tricky. Do I have lapis dust? I have cobalt. Is this lapis? That's sodium. I have some lapis. I don't have a lot. Lapis. Jeez. Can I matter replicate this? Can. Okay. Let's go replicate some lapis, I guess. So we'll put this guy over here. Oh, you know what? I didn't scan any lapis. Well, that's gonna take a while. It's all right. I think now is a good point to cut the episode anyway. You know, we did some base maintenance. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Switched over the system to do Sluice Sand instead of Sluice Juice directly. We also did some of the battery crafting, and we just did a lot of ME system configuration for our GregTech machines. So yeah, I think next time I'll do a little bit more base maintenance. We'll work on our reactors. We'll start using reactors in the base. And, you know, we'll upgrade our existing reactor to use distilled water in addition to our sodium, or rather our molten tin. That way we can generate more power. And we will start working on stuff for the fusion reactor. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.